Coming up on this edition of Speed Chronicles, IndyCar touchdown in Texas.
Zig Media presents
Speed Chronicles with Todd Lewis,
powered by Rev TV.
Thanks for coming back and checking out another edition of Speed Chronicles. We do it every Wednesday. You'll find it here on the YouTube channel and, of course, on your favorite podcast platform as well. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you follow us on all the social channels as well. Okay, let's talk about Arlington. Big time Texas event. Everything is bigger in Texas. That's the cliche. And size-wise, yes, it was a giant footprint around two stadiums, the Cowboys Stadium and the Texas Rangers Stadium, but it's just had a big feel about it as well. Everything was done at an elevated level. Physical grounds, yes, enormous around the stadiums, but it's just the way it was presented. This is a big deal. This is a big league event. That's the impression that you immediately got when you got to the grounds of the Java House Grand Prix of Arlington. Everyone that came in, super impressed. Nothing was done just to get it done. It's like, oh, okay, we'll do this and it'll be good enough. That was not in the vocabulary of those organizing this event. Everything from signage to on-site activations to pit suites, everything was done at an elevated level. Quality, top to bottom. Penske perfect. That's the phrase that's often used as well. But it was big time. Big time to be associated with the Texas Rangers and the Dallas Cowboys. Those are major league franchise. Those are big brands. Those are big brands that you want to be associated with. And they are partners in this event too. Whether you're a fan of either of those teams or not, it doesn't matter. They draw a lot of eyeballs. They draw a lot of attention, and everyone in the vicinity was behind this event. Great brand recognition, going to get you a lot of attention. Partner with Major League Baseball, the National Football League, who are invested in this product. That is a big deal. Huge success for IndyCar. It will absolutely be back next March. They do not have their date confirmed yet. Wait and see what other schedules look like. And there's some other things that have to be in play, but it's coming back. They are detail-oriented about how they do things at this event. Even before the grounds opened, they had a list of things that we can do better next year. And there aren't a lot of areas where you're looking for big improvements. Let me tell you, there's small adjustments that are going to be made. And they may, for example, like maybe more pedestrian bridge crossings, because some of the lineups got very long. More bridges or wider bridges, just so you can move more people quickly. Like that's one, and that's understandable at a first-time event too. Ticket sales, strong. Community engagement, strong. Very solid, 8.5 out of 10, I would say. Here's the other thing. Racing was good too. The track's unique. It's challenging. It's a street circuit. It's bumpy. Everybody gets that. Everybody understands it. It was thought to be in pretty good shape. And again, after day one, hey, you know what? We can smooth things out here. We can improve some areas here. We can make some adjustments, and we can improve it for the drivers as well. The racers did like what the track had to offer. I know you heard all the coached responses, if you will, as, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. It's really great to be back here at this big event, but it was bumpy. It's a first time event, but it was huge. It was big. It was great. It was a solid event, good race, lots of people. All the other series involved liked it too. Really solid. There were weather issues. Extremely high winds. The series acted quickly. They moved up the start time an hour. They had to cancel the post-race concerts. I was making weather announcements and for like 45 minutes after the race because of the high winds. It doesn't take away from the success of this event. This is what other promoters need to look at and think, hey, we can do better here. We can improve our event here. Rising tide lifts all boats. It will hurt the TV number that they moved the race up an hour, I suspect. Doesn't take away from the event at all. And did you notice how quickly, after Arlington came to a close, that All the discussion and talk about another street race in Denver this time surfaced after such a big and successful weekend in Texas. It's not a coincidence. They have actually been talking about Denver for quite some time. I would say that it's probably coming in the not too distant future. And hey, even with some of the hiccups that they had, there are things that didn't go exactly according to plan, but they had backup plans. They accommodated. Hey, we even had a red flag for caterers on the track. Come on. Even with that breach, it's still a win. That was probably the biggest hiccup. The track was going green during one of the practice sessions. There were a few workers that didn't see any cars out on track for a while. They tried to cross the track. Everybody realized and went, hey, maybe we'll throw the red flag and get everybody back and just settle things down. No one was in danger. No one was injured. It's kind of funny when you think about it, that caterers caused a red flag. But is that the biggest hiccup? Yeah, sure. But overall, enormous success. 3 races in a row to start off the year for IndyCar. Good start to the year for IndyCar. 3 good races, 3 good events, 3 different winners too. That's also a good start to your weekend. Get a week off, then dive right back in at Barber. Okay, Formula One, Shanghai. I guess the Mercedes is pretty good, huh? George wins one, and now Kimi wins one. 2 weeks ago in Japan. Is there any reason to think that we won't see any more of this kind of stuff? I'm probably not. 22 cars were on the grid. Well, sort of. Only 15 finished. 4 didn't start. Only 1 because of a contact issue didn't finish. Lance Stroll spun out. They have those severe vibration issues still for Aston Martin, and that dropped Alonso out. So after Japan, in a week and a half now, they have officially canceled the races in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Maybe having a month off will be a good thing for teams. They can start to get their arms around this new car. They can sort out some of the problems, some of the issues that they're having with it. First couple events, things are kind of sour right now in Formula One. Like, there's a lot of griping about the car, about the racing, and the season has not jumped off to a positive start. There's a lot of belly aching from a lot of different stakeholders about it. Maybe this break is going to help everyone. There's limited things that you can do, but maybe this break is going to help everyone just sort of, okay, let's figure some stuff out. Let's get ourselves sorted out so that we can present to the next race and be there to compete. IMSA is coming up back in action this week and kind of snuck up on me, actually. I love Sebring, love the event. Usually just a pretty short drive for me to get over there. Wide open facility, new bridge across the straightaway is going to make getting in and out of parking a little bit easier. It is great to move around the track and see all of the different series. The paddocks are wide open facilities. The crowds have been getting bigger and bigger and bigger at Sebring the last couple of years. Just as they have at Daytona, it's become a nice spring tradition for a lot of people to go to see IMSA for a couple of days at Sebring. I expect more of the same. Also expect the 2027 IMSA race schedule. That was teed up at Daytona, is that, yes, we expect to announce our schedule. Nobody's been putting any stop signs up since then, so I guess we'll expect the next season schedule coming as well. NASCAR Canada. There's a lot going on. We got an official announcement this past weekend that the series champion from 2025, Marc-Antoine Cameron, will be back in his familiar number 96 this year, and he will try to make it 3 championships in a row, as a matter of fact. The disappointing news that was also announced over the weekend is that Andrew Ranger will not continue with the Paille Racing Group in 2026. The team is slimming down to just a single car effort. There's a series of reasons that they detailed for it in terms of costs and outside businesses that they have to be aware of, but it's awful news. It's not good news at all. The all-time wins leader in the series, Andrew Ranger, 2 months out, doesn't have a ride for 2026. That's problematic. The series is better with him in it. He's struggled to find partners and sponsorship before things have worked out. I hope it does for him again. But right now, Andrew Ranger is on the outside looking in. There's other interesting news as well. If you didn't catch the announcement that Alex Tagliani is going to be back, but for road courses, he's also expanding his empire into the Radical Cup Series in Canada. And that's Alex. He's a hustler. He's a businessman. He sees an opportunity. He brings partners together. He's got 4 cars that are going to go in the Radical Cup Canada this year. Good for him. He understands the business of motorsports better than most. Donald Teague will partner with Tagliani again. Teague will run the ovals. Tag will run the road courses in their car. Also, that Donald Teague is going to run ovals in the APC series in Ontario this year. Again, it would be great to have these 2 longtime participants full-time in NASCAR Canada. I guess we take what we can get in terms of NASCAR Canada. And I'm going to close with this. There's going to be more changes as well. There's going to be more things that are different. The TV production is getting an overhaul. Some people who were involved before are coming back. Some people that were involved are not going to be seen as much. There's still details being worked out. But there was an awful lot of TV coverage, discussion last year. There was a lot of bitching, quite frankly. I can't give all details yet because I don't have them all firmed up, in a sense that I'm comfortable discussing all of them. But expect what you see in terms of coverage of the NASCAR Canada Series to be different than it was last year. And we'll close with that, a bit of a teaser, if you will. But hopefully you'll have more details on that coming soon. In the meantime, enjoy a great weekend of racing. Looking forward to big sports car activity and spending some time at Sebring with IMSA and all the series that are racing this weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hitting the like and subscribe button. Thanks for the follows on social channels. Enjoy a great weekend of racing. Do it again next week.